All right, are we live? I believe we're live. We're live. Hello, how are you? Sorry, I didn't hear you come in. This is Daniel Barrett from AdWordsNerds.com. As always, if you're looking for help with your online marketing for motivated sellers, you know where to go. It's AdWordsNerds.com. Today, I'm pulling back the curtain a little bit. We're going to get a little bit behind the scenes and we're going to talk about processes for organic marketing. Now, if you are watching this, chances are you are watching it on social media. Maybe you're watching it on YouTube. Maybe you're watching it on my blog. Well, how does all that happen? And thing is, you could do all this manually, right? Absolutely, you could do all this manually. You could just kind of put things in different places for different channels. But for me, for effective online marketing and efficient online marketing, process has always been king. And here's what I mean by that. I just know for myself, I'm going to get the most out of everything that I do if I have a specific process for hitting all the different notes, hitting all the different channels, hitting all the different audiences that I know I want to get in front of, right? Like I work with real estate investors to find them motivated seller leads online all day, every day. That's all my team and I do. So I want to be getting in front of real estate investors, talking about things that they care about, getting in front of that audience as often as possible. So I'm going to show you a specific way that I do this. And I'm actually showing this as I'm showing you this. I'm actually implementing this process as we speak. So this is going to get real meta, but if you are interested in expanding your social media, expanding your search engine optimization, expanding your organic marketing, this is going to help you out. All right, so I'm going to share my screen real quick. And this is going to look very chaotic, I admit. Let me put this to the side here. So first things first, let's go over some of this, okay? Now, what this is, what I'm showing you right here, this is an SOP. It's a standard operating procedure for a given task. And for this for this particular task, it's I'm doing a Facebook Live video. Maybe you're watching me on Facebook Live right now, right? So I'm doing a Facebook Live video. I want to get that video onto my YouTube channel, and I want to get that video onto the AdWords Nerds blog. Okay. Now, the way we're going to do this is via Zapier. And Zapier is an absolutely wonderful program. If you don't use Zapier at all, I highly recommend it. And okay, I don't need to do this. Skip this. Skip this. Skip. I get it. Okay. What we're gonna do is after I record this video, I'm recording this video with a program called Ecamm Live, which is just like a online streaming video thing. But what it does is after it streams online, it saves the video to a folder. Now I've designated that folder a Dropbox folder that's just in my Dropbox account, right? So every time I do a Facebook Live video, it saves it to a Dropbox folder. Okay, easy enough. Now that process of that event of a file showing up in this particular Dropbox folder, that is the trigger that starts this automation process. First thing I do in the automation process is I just format the date to just get, like when you get the date from Dropbox, it's like this long, code or whatever. I just format that to plain English, right? So that's simple enough. But then what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a row in a Google Sheet. Now let me show you this real quick. I'm going to show you this Google Sheet. I hope nothing embarrassing is in here. I don't think it is. Here we go. Let's do, it's called the Facebook Live Database, I think. Where is it? Base. Here we go. Facebook Live Database. All right, now what this does, all it is just a spreadsheet, right? Simple enough. What it does is after that Dropbox folder, after that file hits that Dropbox folder, it saves the date, it adds the title, it puts in the link to the Dropbox file, and then it's got these two things here where it says posted to YouTube, posted to blog. Simple enough. Now, I use Basecamp with my team as a way of managing projects, managing client work, etc. We have an area in Basecamp that's just for our internal marketing. So what this does is after it adds this row to this Google Sheet, it also adds a task in Basecamp for a member of my team. And so what that task basically says is, hey, there's been a file added to this spreadsheet over here. What I'd like you to do is post this file to the YouTube channel and to the blog, right? So simple enough. So for example, let's see. In fact, I think I could just pull this from my history. So this is what it would look like. This is my YouTube channel, all right? And here is the video that's been posted from a Facebook Live to YouTube, okay? So this is basically like, hey, this is a Facebook file, a Facebook Live sort of video file added to that spreadsheet. Someone from my team downloaded it from the Dropbox link and then uploaded it to YouTube with the appropriate kind of information here, right? So the description from the Facebook post, and then this stuff is just kind of templated links and so on, right? Now what they do is once they're done with that, they head over to AdWordsNerds.com, they log into the WordPress site, and then they create a post. They create a blog post from it. This is just the same YouTube video embedded into the blog post with the description. So essentially what's happening is, let's go back to the Zapier. Is there another step here that I want to show you? Yeah, this is just creates two to-dos in Basecamp, one for the YouTube video and one for the blog post. And so essentially what happens is what I have to do is just go live on Facebook, like I'm doing right now if you're watching this video on Facebook. That saves the file to Dropbox. Zapier picks up that event, adds the information from that Dropbox file to the sheet so that my team can easily access and download it, right? So we saw the sheet here. You could just click this to check out where the video is. You could download this video and so on, right? This is the same video there. So my team can easily access that video. We create a task in Basecamp to download that video and upload it to YouTube, and then a separate task to download the video and upload it to the blog. Because this process is automated, right? Because this process is going to be largely just kind of happening without me thinking about it. All I have to do is go live and talk to my audience. And that's going to ensure that that piece of content gets added to YouTube, added to the blog. Now, why is this good? Well, for one, we're expanding the reach of the material I'm already doing, right? So I'm getting in front of my audience already on Facebook. I might as well also try to reach those same people on YouTube, on the blog. Some people don't hang out on Facebook. Some people only hang out on YouTube, or they only hang out on the blog, right? You want to meet or reach as many people as possible where they already are. And then the second thing is that this is really good for SEO because I'm talking about what I do, because I'm talking about my audience and my clients and their problems and things that are going to help them. I'm naturally going to start ranking for keywords that they care about because I've got a thing on YouTube that's already got that content in there. I've got a thing on the blog that's already got that content in there. And once those people find those pieces of content, they're much more likely to check out my other stuff. I've got tons of blog posts on AdWordsNerds.com. I've got lots of videos on the YouTube channel. So they're likely to find other stuff that they like. And the more they get to know me, the more they know that I know what I'm talking about, that I've been doing this for a long time, that I specialize in their problems, the more likely they are to want to work with me. And that's how we do it. So you can absolutely apply this to the marketing that you do in your real estate investing. If you've already got a blog going, how can you multi-purpose that into other channels? If you like doing videos, how can you multi-purpose that into other channels? If you're doing Facebook posts, same thing. If you're doing something in one place, you might as well leverage it in as many other places as possible to get the most out of the marketing you are already doing. I hope that makes sense. As always, AdWordsNerds.com is the place to be to check out, hey, more content like this. We've got in-depth guides, blog posts, podcasts, and more. As always, this is Daniel Barrett from AdWords Nerds signing off, and I wish you the best. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.